to our sponsors for making this event happen. I would also like to thank Dr. Carolien Gehrels for coming all the way to New York in support of marriage equality. It's quite the trip, so thank you. Thank you to all of our speakers for attending today. And finally, special thanks to Honorable Mixum for all their hard work in making this event happen. I know there was a lot of work that went into this. So at this time, please join me in welcoming our first speaker, Dr. Carolien Gehrels from Deputy Mayor of Amsterdam.
Well, it's not a long trip, it's a great trip, and it's very good and important that we're here. And thank you very much for welcoming me and giving me the opportunity to speak shortly to the issue of marriage equality. The issue is very dear to me, and I hope it's possible to understand me even I'm visiting New York for several reasons, all relating to this year's celebrating of New York 400. The 4 centuries old relation between Old Amsterdam, Amsterdam, and New Amsterdam. As many have said before me, we celebrate shared history and shared values, the most important being tolerance. A term frequently used with many interpretations. I consider it to mean the acceptance of differences in religion, in lifestyle, in sexuality. Freedom to be who you are, to be who you want to be. To have this freedom safeguarded by the state is probably the most important part of modern open society. The wisdom I have taken from philosopher Boris, who stated this mid-17th century while political and religious freedom seekers were building a new life on Manhattan. It's almost 350 years ago that he was born in Amsterdam, and at the same time the Amsterdam people were here in Manhattan. The City of Amsterdam is really very proud to be the first city in the world where the LGBT community enjoys complete equal rights. We feel it's a strong thread in the fabric of the great metropolis. And as you probably know, on the 1st April 2001, Mayor Carolien performed the first 100 same-sex marriages ever in one mass ceremony. It was really nice. And you might know that I myself am happy to enjoy this freedom and this civil right as well. I want to be clear about this. I feel that any local or national government is to consider its own context for important decisions, such as the decision on same-sex marriage. But as a firm believer in fundamental rights and civil liberties, the City of Amsterdam does hope that many other cities, states and nations will follow suit, creating equal rights for all their citizens. The values that we share as cities are never self-evident. They need continuous reinforcement. Both in the Netherlands and in the US, values like freedom of expression and freedom of religion are currently extensively debated. We hope the debate on same-sex marriage in New York State will soon find progress. It's important to spend time and effort thinking and talking about the origin, meaning and gains of core values. We hope that our campaign, I Amsterdam, and our activities during the Gay Pride New York add strength and support to those fighting for equal rights in New York. I thank you for your attention, and I'm honored to introduce Professor Kenji Yoshino, New York University School of Law, who knows much more than I do about fundamental and